Hey sports fans, Christopher here, back on the channel, and after a pretty good break from the summer and football season, back underway. We're all thankful for that. Hayes Hawks freshman B team tonight in the red, the host team, and it's the squad from Rouse in the Leander School District visiting, kicking off.
Good afternoon.
Playing 9-minute quarters.
Welcome to the start of the 2025 football
back
season
deep
at Hayes High School.
For the Hawks is the dangerous 81 Curtis, alongside of Callum Ball number 5, and let's a chain gang get set.
We got Hayes
underway. Whistle sounds, and it is 25 for Rouse to put a right foot in a spiraling kick right down the pipe. Going to be caught by the second line by Hayes and picked up by 84 in a form tackle upended at the 31-yard line. Good open field by Rouse. And we'll see the Hayes offense first up. In the fluorescent orange cleats is the quarterback, 16, Cale Poe. He quarterbacked the Wallace Rangers the last 2 years on their A team and did a fine job. Finds himself in the gun with a 4-receiver set. Keller to his left side, and he's sporting a cast on that left ear, appropriately wrapped in red. First snap, handoff to him, and cannot slip the first tackle. 65, the defensive tackle on the far side, slips through the line and hangs on for no gain. Just a 3-down front for Rouse, and the tackler on that last play, the defensive end on the far side. A 5-man front, no tight for Hayes as they're still in their 4-wide balance set. Two safeties over the top for Rouse. And pressure from the right side. A fade route, 16, looking for Curtis. And just off his fingertips, he had him in a fine throw. Curtis has the speed to have made up the ground there, but perhaps didn't turn it on fast enough. Falls to the turf, incomplete. It'll stop the clock. Few can run with Curtis had he had that ball, but it's a long way to go. Cale has to bobble the snap, pulls up, gonna throw another one, looking for Curtis again, and has him this time. Complete and caught. And a first down inside Rouse territory at the 43-yard line. Hung that one up, and 81 went up for it. Just in the nick of time on the drive to convert that one, and it's north of 20 yards. Trips to the left side for Hayes this time. Cale moves to his left, and he's going to keep it all the way, and he's got good feet. Up the middle, through the defense, puts a foot in the ground and tackled in the secondary after another near 20-yard scamper, a second first down in a row on back-to-back plays, just south of the 27-yard line. And a quick pace with Hayes as they go to the narrow side to put 3 to the top.
Trips right.
32 still in the backfield. 16, Cale follows the pocket to the right, puts another foot in the ground, off the tackle and stuck in the secondary at the 15. A flag down, the first one of the game. It's a hold on the offense, so this one is coming back. But they're finding something in the wheels of 16. A 10-yard spot foul, repeat first down, so it'll be about 12 to go. This time Hayes moves the string to the left side, the open wide side of the field. Cale looks that direction and puts the brakes on, finds traffic, bounces there, but won't get out of the grasp of the masses and loses about 2. So second a little longer as Oliveris checks in for Keller at the running back spot. He's got the tall black socks on, bringing a little more size into the game. No safeties deep for Rouse, playing this one flat across the front. A fake, 16, gonna keep it, spins, and tackled by 55. Picks up a little bit just past the original line of scrimmage, but they've got another 3rd and long coming. So 3rd and all of it from the 27 as Curtis checks in at quarterback. He can fly, and so we'll see if they don't decide to just keep him around the end. He's got the wide side to his left. Oliveira staying in the backfield, perhaps gonna lead block. Curtis going to move to his right and finds the boundary, and tackler still moving, but tackled just inside the 20. It's a 4th down coming. He got quite a bit, though, maybe more than I thought at first. It'll be about 2 to go. So Curtis staying at the QB spot, 4th down. Inside the red zone, just barely, to his left this time. And comes up through the defense there and has enough for the first down. It'll keep the drive alive, and Hayes will stay on the field. With a fresh set of downs, Poe comes back in the QB spot. Christopher to his left side, and 2 alone on an island here on the near boundary. High snap, handoff, Oliveira's left side A-gap, tackled by 16. Saw it and jumped on it in a hurry, rode him down after about 2. Breeze is blowing, temperatures in the low 90s, but sun is shining. They're using Kale to hustle back and forth some from the sideline. They've got play cards on their wrist. String to the right side.
That side.
Second down, 16 going to move that direction. Looking for a receiver, going to dump it off to Callum in the flat. Callum moving to the 3-yard line, and that's close to another first and goal.
Open again.
We'll see where they spot it. It's going to be
But we've got a flag on leg.
also close, but on the boundary. We've got another marker, and it's a false start, or maybe an illegal
shift on the offense. I'm here.
and negate the aerial attack.
Replay. No.
So replay second. It's a big one. Kale to the air, looking for Curtis, and it's thrown off the back of the end zone. He got hung up there near the goal line
For 20 for the Hawks.
couldn't find it in time.
Take up to
3rd and 12, so the Hawks will have a good play and then take a couple steps back. Kale tucks it, left side, tries to hit the gas, decides to go inside, spun, found from the back by 55. He's got at least 2 tackles today.
Sit to the left.
And Kale picks up enough to get to the 11-yard line, but another 4th down line,
yards.
looking down the barrel. So this is interesting. A very capable Logan Sable on the squad to start the season, and he can knock the ball through the uprights from much further than this. He's got a tailwind as well, and so a lot of confidence in his right foot. However, the Hawks will take a timeout, talk about it, with 1:43 in the first.
He's called.
Back in action we go. Back on the field from the timeout, and nothing changes for the Hawk offensive strategy.
Attempt a field goal.
Sable lines up from the left side hash. High snap, and maybe too high. Brought back down, and he salvages it and punches it through. So how about Kale climbing the ladder to get that high snap and put it back down? There was no pressure from the Rouse defensive front. Had there been, it would have been a different story. So a 3-0 ball game here to start the beginning of the 25 fall season. Logan tees this one up and looking to pick up where he just left off. Making a kick with his foot productive.
Kick for the Hawks.
Checks right, checks left. Got 5 to each side. And 2 back deep for Rouse on about the 12-yard line. Sticks a high kick up in the air, giving the cover team time to get down there. Bobbled. And on the left side is 22 and tackled at the 32. So about a 10-yard return. And that's now Rouse will have it for their first offensive play of the season. A 3-3 stack defense with a nickel look in the secondary for Hayes, and Rouse may have 1 player too many, and they'll remedy that here. With 1:30 to go in the first quarter, a 3-0 ball game, and here comes play number 1, a high snap 3. Basically hands it, or snaps it to the running back over his head, and 73 as well as 61 on that defensive front find their way out of the ball in the tackle. Not exactly the start Rouse wanted. That's a fundamental part of football called the deep snap, but certainly something that's got to be executed before any of the strategy can come into play. Here comes play number 2. Motion from 26, and a jet sweep to him on the far side, and puts a foot in the ground to come up and stuck.
Stop there.
And here come the Hawk defense. I missed the number who came downhill to put a shoulder in there first.
Hawks.
Earlier I said 61 was on the defensive front. He's actually the Mike linebacker, and I think he's responsible for the first stick on that last play, where Hayes just gave up a yard. It's 3rd and long for the stingy defense so far. And they only see 10 on the field for Rouse.
And that is the end of the first quarter.
Along with South, and we'll go to the second. Start of Q2, going in the other direction, a shotgun formation for Rouse. Trips to the right side, the far side. 3rd and 15, and 3 will move to his right side, and he's got company. 73 pancakes him, goes airborne, gives him his belly, wraps him up, and drops him for 6.
Yards forever.
The Rouse punter standing on his 10-yard line, 3 protectors in the backfield for him, a gunner to each side. And a pretty good snap, all things considered. A line drive kick. Curtis waiting for it. Will take it. Makes the first guy miss. Left side boundary. Hits the gas. And spins out of the first tackle. Still moving. And slips past the second tackle. And trots to the goal line. Across the end zone. No flags. It counts.
Bonus point then on the carry. And that returning kick.
And it does look like there may be some kind of a, no, there is a flag at the 25-yard line, so it's going to be a illegal block in the back. It'll come back. And what looked like 2 special team scores is going to have to wait. I think the block in the back was around the 20-yard line on the far side boundary. I saw a kid fly by on the replay. So first down, handoff in the backfield. 36, I think. I'd have to check a roster to check his name, but he picks up about 3 on the left off tackle side. Noah Arvalo, the ball carrier who stays in the game next to Kale. As the Hawks balance the wide receiver set on a 2nd and 6 situation. Fake to him, play action, looking for Callum, and caught, but stuck.
In the 5, Callum.
After a yard loss on it. It was the safety, first man there, the corner as well, unblocked, and so had their take at the receiver. Trips to the right side, 3rd and long again from about the 35-yard line, and Arvalo stays in the backfield. Kale moves the pocket to the right, outruns the end, cuts up the field, and uses that left arm to stiff arm. He picks up about 5 or 6, but it won't be enough to move the chains. But given field position here, the Hawks will likely go for it. Kale gets his instructions from the sideline, trots over to the right side hash where the Hawks are set up for trips left. And to the strength, they move. Kale throwing the out route, and it's picked off. Took it out of the hands of the intended receiver, and Kale riding him down, and finally body slams into the 26-yard line. And he may be shaken up a bit on the tackle, but trying to throw that out route and just couldn't complete it. And the biggest play of the day for Rouse. So if that last route was supposed to be an out, it looked like Callum may have drifted a little too deep on it and gave the defender a chance to step in front of it. So here comes a first down inside of Hawk territory with the trips to the left side. Motion from the backfield and a rainbow snap. They'll throw it to him, and a big shot from the corner, a foreign tackle as he comes downhill. 26 that is, and drops him for 5, does Biddle. That 3-3 defense Hayes plays has Kale in the center, kind of a rover type. He can drop into a safety. Another high snap, and 12's got trouble. Moves to his right side. Kale trying to chase him. Dips a shoulder, but won't get past 16, and he's got another TFL. So 3rd and call it 19 for Rouse as they're looking for answers on this side of the ball. 12 has a better snap this time. Play action, rolls to his left, puts one in the flat and picked off. And 85 sat on it, read it the whole way, thrown right to his chest, and he may be a little shaken up on the tackle, but it's a turnover nonetheless, and Hayes has set up their offense. Back from the injury timeout, Hagen Farrell, the interceptor in the injured Hawk who got off on his own power. Curtis to start this one and hand off in the backfield. Nothing doing off the right side edge. And they'll use Curtis to hand the ball off some just to keep the defense honest so that they don't guess him to run every time. 2nd and a long 10, perhaps 11. And so a tight end look perhaps today on this play. 16 on the defensive edge, and that ball comes free. They're calling down before it popped out, but the end was there to drop the runner for a loss in a hurry, and that's 33, I think. Kale comes back in at the quarterback spot, and a fresh slate of receivers as well. 3rd and long. The Hawks looking for their first touchdown. They were in the end zone earlier, as you recall, negated by a flag and then the interception, so trying to work back down the field. And Kale will look to his right, has to hit the Jets, tucks it, back to the middle of the field, there goes 16, back to the outside, through the defense, and tackled at the 35-yard line on a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30-yard scamper. 16 is your leading rusher in the ballgame so far, and the Hawks in business. So right on cue, the Hawks back to the side of the field that they hoped to be on, end of the field rather. Straight to the left side, handoff 32, wide edge, 9-hole, 55 trying to string him out, and somebody will get his ankle on his feet, and then he gets just past the 30 before he's slammed to the turf. But it's a pickup on 6, which is a productive play for a first down. Here comes 2nd and 4, and the Hawks will use the wide side of the field to add their strength to it. Trips to the right side. And Kale will move that way. Trot a minute. and tuck the football away, follow the blocks, and gets the first inside the 15 before 16 tackles in. Hayes calls a timeout to stop the clock with 1 minute to play in the half. 3-0 ball game still, a balanced set, and Kale calls for it and hands the 32, slips past the first tackler, blitz goes foot to ground north and south and falls across, and this time no laundry on the field. The touchdown counts in a 9-point game as we stand. Keller, who started the game at running back, there on the touchdown, and Sable lines up for the PAT. Ball will be placed on the 10-yard line. Another bad snap, but put down in a good sideways end-over-end kick. Sable's perfect through the uprights, and Kale's perfect on the recovery and the hold. A 10-0 score. Sable to kick. Light breeze into his face. Just under a minute to play. And he will choose the left side to pooch kick this one, and it may go out of bounds. And it will, where they'll drop the flag. Rouse to see if they can get their offense rolling. And it's 3 rolling to his right. And a left-handed throw, a dart, and caught and tackled. Everything pretty textbook on that. And they have the chains, looks like, set on the wrong side of the down marker. And so that'll be pick up about 5 yards. Both of these offenses look very similar in their pre-step formation. 3 moving to the left side and has to get rid of it. And throws it as he's hit. Arm was going forward and a spiral on the ball, so evidence that it was a pass and incomplete, but good pursuit from that right edge. 3rd and 5, the case. Yeah. Handoff and a couple of missed tackles there before 16. Kale and somebody else tackles him near the line to gain, and it's going to be just shy. But before they can convert, the sound of the alarm goes off, and it's halftime. 10-0 Hawks as we take a break. So Hayes will kick to Rouse and give their offense a chance to pick up where they left off. Sable this time poops up high again, but it'll stay in bounds and fielded at the 20 by 26 out to the right side, and a block in the back there. They got it on
Right side.
the flag, and so that'll come back. The block in the back infraction has the ball back to the 25-yard line, where a pistol formation is set up for Rouse. Hand off the right side, slips the tackle, and 22 is still trying to step through. Some holes out to the 30-yard line, and he's got a productive ground gain. 2nd and a manageable 3 for a good start for the Raiders. And 22 shifts sides. There's an up back to this side, and here comes motion, and they will give it to him on the jet sweep. Come around the edge, got some room, and 13 can't quite get him. He trips on his own feet, and there's a flag in the offensive backfield. Likely another hold or a blocking infraction. It is a hold, and we'll re-go 2nd from about the 22-yard line. 2nd and 13 the count, and everybody, I say everybody, it's actually a tight end to the left side. I was going to say to the right. And a little chop of the step on the zipper screen, and a good executed play there. Tackled by the secondary, but just on cue to how that one was written up. The Rouse offense finding a little bit of a stride, certainly more productive in this half than the former. And a balanced set offensively for the White Shirts. Here comes 3rd down and about 4 from the 30-yard line. 12, hands off, right side, and caught around the neck and taken down after a yard. So all of that offensive magic takes a pause for a moment. It's a 4th down, and the Rouse Raiders not lining up to kick it. 12 collecting the call, steps up to the line to give it, trips to the left side, and got to get 3 to keep the drive alive. High snap, handoff, and tackle just, no, 22 falls forward, and he may have fallen forward enough to get it. We'll see what they say, because they haven't said anything yet. And the spot is sure, no, 1st down. Didn't show any signal, but we'll give it to him. It's 1st down, Raiders, 35-yard line. Fakes the hand, now gives the hand and slammed into by 67. Rouse making a living on running inside the tackles, but run into a fence there on that one. 12 this time, rolls to his left side, in his face, throwing a high ball, and out of 21's hands. It hung for a minute, 13 in contention, and out of bounds, stops the clock with 5.5 to go in the third. 3rd and 13, back to the 32-yard line, and 22 moves to the left side. High snap again. Boy, that's eating Rouse's lunch. Got a lot of time. 12 throws it over the middle of the field. Juju was in contention there and defended nicely. Maybe thrown a little tall, and it's 4th again. Rouse showing punt here on 4th and 13. Last time they did, Curtis found the ball, took it to the house, called back by the hold. And so you would think that probably 12 would try to keep this one away from Curtis. And it hits his own player, back to him, and tackled in the backfield, right where Hayes will have the ball on the 24-yard line to set up first down. First down for Kale and company. 3-step drop. Airs one out down the right sideline. He's got 2 and caught inside the 5-yard line, keeping his feet in bounds. A textbook catch and throw by the Hawks. Spots the 3-yard line, a 1st and goal coming with just over 5 to play in the third. And with that, Rouse calls a timeout, and they're going to talk about how to defend the 1st and goal. Back from the Raider timeout, 1st and goal. Olivares in the backfield. He'll lead for Kale, left side, trying to race to the edge. 22 puts a head down and gets a tackle. Maybe it was 26. And a nice effort by him, saving the touchdown, stretching Kale out, and there is a flag on the 5-yard line. These things usually don't bode well for the offense, and I bet you this one won't either. We'll leave it here for a minute until we get a call. An offensive hold, that's a 10-yard spot foul. 1st and goal again, but this time a lot more to go. Penalties have certainly nagged the Hawks all day today. The score would be a lot more had it not been for the flags. Kale takes his time, dumps one across the middle, finds 2, and he'll walk in. He did have a little more trouble before walking in as the defender found him, but number 2, who was responsible for that long fade down the sideline, gets to cash in on the touchdown as well, and you like to see that for him. It's a 16-0 ball game as it stands. A chance to see more of Logan Sable's right foot. You have a feeling that you might be seeing a lot of him in the years to come here as a Hayes Hawk. He's sure-footed, has been for a couple years in junior high. He was a secret weapon for that Wallace Middle School team, being that they could kick the ball so well, and he shows you he can do it there again. That's a varsity-style kick, and it's a 17-0 score. So Logan's got a headwind, and so as he's putting that pooch kick up into the air, it's hanging, which actually makes it go high. You can tell a kicker who knows what he's doing oftentimes by the way he tees it up, which is a straight up and down ball, giving him a lot of the fat of the football to kick. And this one caught by 26, slung down, not exactly the way you coach tackling. That was by Christopher Olivares, but it worked in that case. In the 30-yard line, the home of the football for the Rouse Raiders. A whole lot of this football game has been played right here on the south 30-yard line, whether it's the Hayes offense or the Rouse offense. And here we go again. The pistol set, a balanced, perhaps strength the left side, actually. A tap of the helmet by the right tackle. High snap again, and the ball's loose on the ground. 22 trying to save the day. He keeps the turnover from happening, but it's another TFL. And I tell you, the Rouse Raiders have struggled all day with the rainbow snap. And you would think maybe some practice snaps on the sideline or another kiddo trying it might be called for. Hadn't seen any of that yet, and it's 2nd and long. So much of offensive production hinges on timing in the backfield, and if that snap is taking an extra half second to find the quarterback's hands, or none at all in that last case, you just can't do anything with it. And that ball is live for a minute, came free, and I think it's a fumble. Juju picked it up, and that's going to be a turnover. I don't think he was down, and they don't either. That's a 1st and goal situation for Hayes, and the Hawks back in business. It's the first play of offense on the fresh drive. Kale. Handoff. Left side tackle, still moving the ball. Came out and recovered by Rouse, so 2 turnovers back to back. Not sure if the exchange wasn't solid or if the mitts of the tacklers got in there and punched it out. 4-yard line coming out for Rouse. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Spot near the right side hash for Rouse. And a false start on the offense, half the distance to the goal,
Same.
and not what Rouse needed when they're already backed up. First and call at 12. With only 32 in the third to go. And a bad snap would be deadly for Rouse, and they're going to wrap him up in the end zone. A safety counted, and 61 the Mike Backer responsible again. He's had a heck of a ball game on the defensive side. 19-0 your fresh score. The rules of a safety are that the safetied team will have to give the ball away from their own 20-yard line, can choose to either punt or use the tee to kick off. Likely they'll use the tee, and the Hayes return team will scoot up 30 yards themselves. Callum and Curtis stand on the 35 waiting. Number 25 tees it up, and he'll send it on its way. And this one will find the back row. Callum ball hits his ankles. He'll pick it up and choose the left side. Found a little seam for a second and then upended on the 44-yard line.
Stop by name.
Poe at the helm. Balance for the Hawks. Left side hash. Handoff, 26. Spins and drug forward for about 2.
About 6.
Likely with the large lead Hayes has, they'd probably see a pretty big dose of ground attack, keeping that clock moving. Meanwhile, a trips right single to the top look for the Hawks. Good snap, handoff, right tackle, 26 got a little room and crawls forward to the 36-yard line for most of what was needed. Hawks go trips to the narrow side. 26 scoots over to the left. He'll get it again. Gonna try the 8-hole and now cuts back against the grain. Out of the little seam, has a first down to the 25-yard line. 3 runs in a row for him, all productive.
Good.
Clock moving, under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Trips to the left side, and the running back goes opposite. Handoff, the ball's on the ground and recovered by Rouse. So they never got the exchange. Bounced one time on the ground, and Rouse there to wait for it. Balance set for Rouse through the 25-yard line. Handoff up the middle, 27 there, Oliveras, and rides him down, but the running back gets a tough run and picks up 6. Here comes 2nd and 5, trips to the left side, clap of the ball and a better snap. Gonna follow his lead blocker, but didn't matter because 31 came from the backside and found him. That was Connor in the backfield playing that defensive end of the spot. Getting in there, and a late arrival for Hayes. I was going to say they just had 4 in the box. Now they had 5 in the box. They're going to try to throw it, and picked off by Juju. Stepped in front of it, grabbed it in his hands up out of the air, and he's got his 2nd turnover of the day. So back at it for the Hayes offense. Just inside the 30. Handoff, Keller, left side. Nice little jump cut, and found by the linebacker, and tackled after about 4 or 5 minutes. And the horn will sound to signal 1 quarter left to go. 19-0, and it's on top. So moving right to left, going north are the Hawks, and Juju splits way out in the slot.
Big fire, but he's the biggest start.
And Kale will hand off to Keller again and try to push him forward, and then a late flag in the box from the field up. And Keller with a good bull run. But it likely will be using it's a face mask, probably on the defense, and on the defense.
Looks like that fella is good.
And so they'll take that and move the sticks with it.
Maybe watch.
A face mask is a big penalty, 15 yards, so inside the 10 is the spot for Hayes. Keller was running like a bull in a china shop, and the defense had to grab anything they could, found his mask. Trips to the right side. Kale. Handoff, Keller, right tackle, hits the Jets, tackled low, leans forward down to the 1, and it's 2nd and goal from about the 2, we'll say. Oliveras checks into the game next to Kale. Balance set for Hayes, right side hash, good snap. Handoff to 27 up the middle, meets the bulk of the Rouse defense, falls down shy, might have picked up 3/4 of a yard. 3rd and 1, the count. Oliveras to the left side in the backfield. A check of the wrist for Poe. Spreads his feet, calls for it, claps his hands, keeps it all the way, draw up the middle, and found it. Touchdown Hayes. Kale is in In a 25-point situation now.
But we've got a flag on the play here.
Up on the top side, there's Laundry.
Start on the offense.
And either lined up as long or he started premature, where the Hawks will re-go third down from the 6. Here comes third down for the Hawks. This time a pass look. 3-step drop. Looking for Curtis. Got him. Touchdown on the out route. 81's in. And now the 25 points for the Hawks side of the board on it now. More Sable in the forecast. In a better snap this time. A good hold and the ball swiftly through the sticks. And that's Logan's 4th time to put it through the sticks. A 26
Age 26, Rouse.
point output for the Hawks. Whistle blows for Logan to continue working out that right leg. Checks both sides. Got a little wind with him this time. And he'll pooch it again down that right side. 26 catches it on the run. Cuts back across the field. Now trying to find a seam ridden down by...
Stop there. The Hawks should fight this wild.
Just can't see it. These numbers are outlined without white and make it a little hard to read. So Hayes showing they can do it on offense and defense as well as special teams, winning the turnover battle as well. The only category they're not winning is the penalty category. And 12 hands off to the backfield in a good tackle in a hurry by the first Hayes Hawk to him. Hayes in that 3-3 stack. I've always liked that defense. I feel like it gives you a bunch of disguisable launch points. Kale playing that rover position in the center.
Get up the field.
Before he could get involved, the 6 in the box take care of business. 3rd and long for the Raiders. Motion. Jet sweep. They've shown that play every time they put him in motion. Curtis with a big stick. The tackle of the day. Read it like a book and got the head across the bow, put the shoulder in him, and may have knocked the wind out of him. He hit him so hard. So back from the injury timeout, the youngster was okay, it looked like. 4th down now, and it's going to be a quick kick. Off to the side, and Curtis caught it still, puts a foot in the ground, and down the sideline he goes, and 81 going to score again. They were trying to keep it away from him, catch the Hawks off guard, but Curtis sniffed it out and has another impact play. The arms go up and the touchdown counts. So Logan set to kick yet again. 4:43 showing left in the ball game. He's been perfect so far. A nod of the head from the cue from Kale. High snap, ball's down, right foot, end over end. Took some power off of it, but split and sliced the yellow sticks. And a 33-0 ball game. This kick over the head by Logan. I missed the front of it and caught it on the bounce, picks it up, but the cover team down there to tackle before he gets back to the 20-yard line. 1st down for Rouse. 4:37 showing. And a low snap. And traffic in the backfield. Who else but 61 having about his 4th tackle of the night. Second and long with a moving clock. We see Ilgan and White, the visiting team for the next game against the A team. Low snap again. It's a handoff made this time, but the run tackled, sniffed out at the line. 61 there again. He's feeling himself. So Rouse trying to compensate for those high snaps all game, but a little too much compensation. Those snaps around the ankles. So 3rd and long. Couple personnel changes. That ball never got off the ground. Looked like it hit the butt of the center. And they've had a lot of deep snap problems on that offensive side of the ball for Rouse tonight. 4th down, and Rouse has learned their lesson. Then to punt, as 2 have been taken back for touchdowns, 1 that counted. And so they'll just take this ball down to a 2-minute warning. And he call a timeout just in front of the 2-minute mark. There's a 2-minute warning in B team 9th grade football, but nevertheless, 2 minutes shown on the clock with a timeout. Rouse. So a quick kick punt, and Curtis not back there to cause problems, and so they'll down it at the 31-yard line. 153, perhaps one more outing for the Hayes offense. So here comes 1st down. Kale, handoff. Up the middle. Couple of Rouse tacklers ride him down. 2nd and 5 for Hayes.
Sure, moves, work their hips and all this, doesn't it?
Kale
Middle up.
taking some time at the line. Shoots his hands out. Handoff, going to be the left side this time. And Sellers slips the first tackle. Now he's back against the grain. And one of the Rouse players never even saw him, 57. And then a good open field tackle on the hip by Rouse, but Sellers has the first down. And they'll wind the clock. Excuse me, it was 26 running the ball, I think, and he's still in the game now. Trips to the left side, and there's really nobody over top of the middle slot. I'd throw him the ball right here on a hot route. They'll hand off, keep the clock running, and 26 found from the backside and taken down after a yard or so. 10 seconds to go, and that'll wrap it up. 33-0. Hayes wins this one to open the season 1-0. And the A-team up next. We'll see you guys next time.